Hey, welcome to Channel Endgame. My name's Luke, and this is our Minecraft SkyFactory 4 video series. So, SkyFactory 4, it's finally out. After many months of waiting, it has just released, and I've spent the last week playing the absolute heck out of it. And I'm really excited to be kicking off this video series because now I get to explore and share some of the best bits of it with you. So this video series is going to go through as much detail of Minecraft SkyFactory 4 as we possibly can. Starting off with this video, episode 0, where we're going to explain what SkyFactory 4 is, what it's all about, and what modded Minecraft is. And then episode 1, we're going to kick in properly with the game. We're going to start off a new world, and we're actually going to go through all of the tools and tips and tricks that you need to survive your first day and night, working our way through to basically build that foundation to our sky base and onwards and upwards from there. So learning everything the pack has to offer, all of the different techniques to advance through the achievement tree, and then on into some pretty complicated and weird and wacky things that the pack actually offers at the end game levels as well. And I'd love to be able to get to a stage where we can showcase some of the expert level builds out there, but we've got a lot to get through first. So let's kick off with a bit of a question around modded Minecraft in general. So if you've played Minecraft before, and hopefully you have, you would understand that the vanilla edition of the game is quite big. There's a lot to do in Minecraft. It's a massive game, and you could play it for years without getting sick of it. Now, the fact remains, though, that there's ways to make it even bigger and even better, and that's where modded Minecraft comes in. Now, there's different editions of Minecraft. If you've ever played on a tablet or a smart device or a games console like your Xbox or your PlayStation, chances are you've played the Bedrock edition of the game. The Bedrock edition of the game, Microsoft and Mojang have put a lot of work in the recent years to making that consistent across just about every platform. But there is another edition of the game that exists to the side of that on PC, known as the Java edition of the game. Now, the Java edition of the game is what we're going to be dealing with throughout this series because it's the edition of the game that is typically the one where you can play Minecraft mods. Now, if you own Minecraft on PC, you should be able to download the Java edition of the game. Simply go to the Mojang website, put in all of your account details, and download a copy of the Java edition. And then I'm going to show you how to actually get the SkyFactory 4 mod pack content set up and installed, and how to kick off a new world and get stuck in. So, now let's chat about why SkyFactory 4. What's it all about? Why is it better? Why the heck should you play modded Minecraft? Now, there's nothing wrong with Minecraft, but when you add mods, you can add a whole bunch of different cool things to the game. So that could be new textures, that could be more tools, that could be more sort of complex machines and methods of automation, and you can basically make the game much bigger, give it incredible replay value. And there's a huge range of things out there that you can experiment with. Modded Minecraft and the Minecraft modding community is huge. There are literally hundreds of mods out there that have been built and added to over the years. And the SkyFactory series is perhaps one of the best known and one of the most popular of those. Now, SkyFactory 4 and the SkyFactory series in general are what we refer to as a mod pack. So it's where there's a whole bunch of different Minecraft mods that have been combined together to work together to create an overall experience by coming in a pack. Now, SkyFactory was originally based on a challenge map version of Minecraft called Skyblock. Skyblock is a classic challenge map, so the whole idea of Skyblock is that you're set up in an infinite void world, so there's nothing but space all around you, and if you take one wrong move, you'll fall off into the void. You have very limited resources, you don't have a lot to build with, you're on a tiny little patch of dirt, and you have to basically try and survive. Now, SkyFactory takes that concept and ramps it up to 11. So the original mod pack creator, Bacon Donut, has gotten that concept and added a whole bunch of different mods created by a range of different people together to make this, everything in the kitchen sink version of playing Skyblock. And SkyFactory has gone through a number of iterations now, up to its 4th version, which has been put together by a very active modder in the community, Darkosto, who's worked with Bacon Donut to put this mod pack together, along with a lot of the other content creators and modders out there that have all contributed to putting this pack together. And what we have is an absolutely fantastic experience that we're going to have a lot of fun with. So if you have played SkyFactory 3 before, the previous edition of the pack, there are some pretty big fundamental changes, and there are a number of things that are not the same. So I'm not going to cover off all of the differences between the two, but a couple of the big improvements in SkyFactory 4 that you have to look forward to throughout this series is there's some really, really cool methods of generating resources from virtually nothing through the Sky Orchards mod, which is part of the pack. There's a huge new achievements tree, so that's going to come in really handy during this video tutorial series because we're going to be able to go through that tree step by step and actually go through all of the basic building blocks of how to use SkyFactory through those achievements. It's a very, very well-structured system. Now, SkyFactory 4 also has what's called the Prestige system. Prestige system is really cool. So it's basically a way to unlock additional mods and items and mechanics within the game that are actually locked behind these progression goals. And you can build up a number of prestige points over time and slowly start to unlock some of these things, which is really cool because that means that you get all your basics down first and then you can really sort of start to get into some of the super, super tricky elements of the game, which is perfect for our purposes. So that's what we're going to be exploring. So let's chat a little bit about the install and setup of SkyFactory. Now, assuming that you've got your Java edition of the game set up and installed, the next thing you want to do is to actually check out the different methods of launching mod packs, okay? Now, the way that I prefer to use is Twitch. So let's have a look at the Twitch app. Now, Twitch actually does have an app. You can go to the twitch.tv website and download it. You might have the app already, but in case you don't, let's go to twitch.tv. You can see up here there is a little ellipses menu that you can click on and down to download apps. This is where we want to go. So under download apps, you've got the Twitch app. You can download it for Windows or Mac OS. Pick whatever is appropriate for you, and there you go. And once you've got that up and running, this is the Twitch app. Now, there's a couple of differences between the two. When you go to Twitch in the web browser, you'll see that you've got the Discover, the Following, and the Browse areas of the Twitch interface. Whereas when you use the app, you've also got My Games and Mods. Under mods, Minecraft is one of the listed games, so you can click on Minecraft. And here is a number of the mod packs that I've got installed, but you can also browse the mod packs on offer, and you'll see a huge range of different mods available to play with. SkyFactory 4 up top at the moment, which is great, and a huge range of other ones there. But if you want to get started with SkyFactory 4, it's as simple as clicking on the mod pack and going to this page, which shows you the information and details about the mod, the changelog, the versions. And if you haven't installed it already, instead of play up on the corner here, you'll see a little install button. It takes, depending on your internet connection, a little while to download and install all of the items for the pack. And once you're done, you can just go to the My Mod Pack section of the mods area of the Twitch app and then launch it straight from here. And then before you know it, you'll be up and playing modded Minecraft. Super, super easy. A couple of other places you can get the mod pack. There is also a site called CurseForge, which is at minecraft.curseforge.com. And if you search in the project area there, you'll find the SkyFactory 4 files. It is especially worthwhile mentioning that on CurseForge, you can actually go and get the server packs for SkyFactory 4 as well. Now, during this series, we're going to be playing SkyFactory 4 single player. We're not going to be playing multiplayer, and we're not going to be setting up a server. Something we might explore in the future, but if you want information on setting up a Minecraft server, there's other places that you probably want to look for that. We're going to be focusing on single player. There is also the AT launcher. Now, the AT launcher at www.atlauncher.com is also another place you can get the SkyFactory 4 content. The AT launcher is another launcher that you can use to play Minecraft with mods. So you can download the AT launcher from their site, you can navigate through and grab all the SkyFactory 4 content, and that's another way you can get up and going. So, let's actually dive into SkyFactory 4 proper. So assuming that you've downloaded it, you've installed it, you're basically ready to jump in. So make sure that your Java edition is up to date if you're having any issues. I usually find it's best to remove Java entirely and install the latest version if I have any troubles. But otherwise, you should be pretty much ready to go. Now, from the menu screen, you've got all of your standard Minecraft options. You can actually dive into the mod list and have a look at what's contained within, and there's different settings you can tweak with all of the individual modules if you wish. But what we're going to do is jump into single player. Creating a new world is very simple. You simply hit create new world, give your world a name, and there's a bunch of different options when it comes to creating your new world. So the default one that we're going to be kicking off with next episode is actually starting a new world on the SkyFactory 4 topography. This is the default kind of, main way to play SkyFactory 4. You start off with a single block of dirt, a single tree, and then you have to survive and build from there. But that's not the only way to play SkyFactory 4. There's a huge range of different ways to play. In addition to the standard game modes of survival, hardcore, creative, you can also go through a huge range of different topography types, and there is a list along the side here. There is a SkyFactory tutorial as well for people who are completely new to SkyFactory, and you can dive into that and it'll show you some of the basics and give you a little bit more of a forgiving sort of platform to begin the game in. Now, if you're going to watch along with the rest of this video series, you probably won't need the tutorial because we're going to cover off the basics in the next few videos, but it is there if you want to check it out nonetheless. Now, I won't go through every single other one of these different topographies, but suffice to say, there's a huge range of different ways to play SkyFactory 4. You can play, default Minecraft, without ore generation, because the ore is actually generated using some of the tools within SkyFactory. There's a huge range of weird and wacky ones too. You can play Lost Cities, which is actually a different dimension within SkyFactory that you can travel to later on, so you don't have to start a game there. You will be able to get to it eventually. You can play a peaceful mode. You can play in a giant tree. You can play SkyFactory. One of my favorites is playing on a map called Sky Islands or Skylands, where you basically have a bit of an exploration factor in there as well, where you can actually hop over to different islands that have different biome themes and build in the sky that way. You can go super, super crazy by playing something like Minesweeper, SkyFactory on a bed of TNT. You can absolutely make the world explode if you do the wrong thing. So anyway, it gets crazy. There's very, very large list of ways that you can play SkyFactory. You can play hardcore mode as well. So if you want to play hardcore where one death basically wipes your world, you can do that too. Just make sure if you go to the hardcore map, you actually change the game mode over from survival to hardcore. But all of that aside, that's the basic setup with SkyFactory. Next episode, we're going to be kicking off with a new map on the standard SkyFactory 4 mode, and then we'll go through the basics and work our way through the series like that. So hopefully this has given you a good introduction to SkyFactory 4 and modded Minecraft in general. Can't wait to get started on the next episode. But in the meantime, make sure that if you're going to be following along with these videos, subscribe to the channel. So hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell down the bottom for notifications of when our next videos go live. And you can also check out all of our content at our main website at channelendgame.com. So check out the next few videos, enjoy the content. I hope I'll see you back again. Until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you then.